Today we're just going to go over a little brief overview of all of the different Saiyan transformations and why I think they could help you truly become a stronger, more powerful person. So we'll start with Super Saiyan, which is basically the baseline of what ego and the lower chakras have. Okay, so you think about it usually comes from an intense amount of grief or rage. And the crazy part about Super Saiyan is that it is basically brought forth by this huge amount of darkness, and it pulls out the most amount of light possible. And you basically have to level up past your grief, past your rage, and be able to harness it into something that is a transformation. The transformation of the self, the true self. And becoming someone that is so light and so powerful that any 3D circumstance cannot hold you back. And this is really mastering the light body, mastering the lower chakras, mastering the energy body, and allowing you to basically take action past fear, take action past grief, doubt, shame. And being able to master that is, you can't put a label on how powerful and how empowering that is, because a level up like that changes how you show up in life, and that wherever you are put in life, no matter what circumstance happens, you can always level up and show your light body. Then we're going to skip over Super Saiyan 2 is basically just like an expanded version of this, where you're able to tap into your rage with a bit of visualization and being able to be more present within your own vessel. You were going to go Super Saiyan 2. And Super Saiyan 3 is just so much energy. You're just pouring out so much that you start leaking energy, actually. Super Saiyan 4, it is being able to get in touch with your trauma and transmute that primal ancestral trauma into real personal power. And that's like true, like knowing thyself. That is the truest form of, I think, potential in the human vessel. Being able to transmute your trauma to that level is unreal. Okay, we have ancestral trauma that's like been telling us we are being chased by wolves since the beginning of time, and or beginning of humans' existence. And being able to transmute that into raw personal power so that you can take action wherever you are and like literally create this pure amount of instinct and power into anything you're doing so that you can control this trauma power. Because think about how powerful trauma is. When it comes and hits you, it's like something that feels like you have the weight of the world on you and you actually can't do anything. And it's just this immense amount of energy that you get to transmute into your goals, into your dreams. Then we'll talk about Super Saiyan God, which I think I'll skip over the God form and just go straight to blue. Well, it's a mixture. Okay, so God is being able to know that the kingdom within is within. And once you get tapped into yourself, so I guess this would be Super Saiyan God, so deeply, you find this deep amount of peace within your vessel. And you'll see like when they transform into Super Saiyan God, like the normal base Super Saiyan God, they are able to just close their eyes and just feel deep peace. You could tell like every time they transform into Super Saiyan God, it is about that peace within. Because you're not searching externally for energy. You are basically pulling out this energy, and you're able to harness all of the energy in your field, because we have an energy field that is all around our vessel. Okay? And once you create this energy field, this auric field, and you know the energy within, your desires, what you want in life, how you feel, how you react towards certain things. Okay? And you know your triggers, but you also know how to direct your energy so that anything you're doing, it is peaceful, graceful, and powerful. And impactful? Yeah. And Super Saiyan Blue is being able to stack on Super Saiyan on top of that. You are so empowered, but you know your own energy field so well. And I'll give you a good example of this too. Think about your own energy, okay? So think about like a very, just like empowerment. Think about that thought in general, okay? And feel your energy literally expanding and just getting so powerful. You're so strong. Now, you're so strong. Now I want you to think about something you want, okay? When you think about something you want, I want food, I want this, I want that. You basically just created the energy leak right there. That's the energy leak. And not to say that's a bad thing. When you're directed at one single thing, that's how you direct the energy. But if we have all of these different leaks at once, and we don't have a specific flow state like UI, it can get confusing. It can get draining. So you hone in on one singular thought, or you have UI, which is the basis of being able to flow with the external reality and serve others. If you can serve others to such an extent that it's not even about the fight of reality itself anymore, you say, I'm going to give myself up to a higher power, a higher intelligence, and the higher intelligence within my physical vessel, you'll start moving instinctively towards your goals and towards helping other people before you even know it. You might do something out of instinct. You might start creating videos out of instinct. You might even start having these ideas because it's not about the ego anymore. Okay, the ego is saying, well, I'm going to create a video, it's going to look bad, and it's not going to feel good, and I'm not going to like it. But when you're serving others, all that disappears. I don't care how I'm perceived. I don't care how I feel. I don't care. Like, of course, you're going to know how to take care of yourself because that's the higher intelligence within. It's all instinctual. And you can start getting so good at this that like you reach this flow state where you take action and there's nothing holding you back. You just kind of move and reality responds to you in such a magical way. And that's the universal consciousness flowing through you. We'll go to ultra ego because ultra ego is being able to embody the true self while letting the old ego, the old identity dissolve and die. And the best part about this is that ultra instinct is the ability to master thought so that thought does not hold you back. You can think all these thoughts and it's all just energy. Say like thought forms are literally just energy and they transmute into energy the moment you just like observe them for what they are, which is a thought. And Vegeta is able to transmute feeling, pain. Okay, he gets punched, that's more energy. And you think about that, that is actual friction. So like that pain would usually be like, ow, that hurts. That's energy. And instantly when you let go of that, that energy is transmuted into more energy for your power, more destruction. Okay, when you get hurt, that's either an emotion or a pain or more destruction energy you can transmute into your goals. Okay, I'm going to destroy everything in front of me. There is going to be no obstacles between me and my goals anymore. I am the true self. I'm the one who can take action on my goals no matter what. And lastly, we'll talk about beast form, where ultra ego is something I'm still studying because it has a lot to do with destruction energy and feeling and emotion, but it also, there's something to go with super ego and identity that I'm still doing a little bit of research on. And when you think about beast form is the ability to get so in touch with your rage, but also be the mastery of the spirit, mastery of the mind and the body, which is basically you're going to follow your highest excitement. So Gohan always was able to follow his highest excitement to the best of his ability. And he was traumatized at a young age, so this is why he was so powerful, because trauma is a very powerful energy. But he always followed what he liked, and what he liked was studying. What he liked was being a schoolboy. And like that is why he's so powerful, because he trusted in his heart to do what was right. And this is more about like serving self and others. Vegeta serving self. Goku serving others. Gohan, he is the best of the both worlds. And I really like to think of this as Goku as the mind, Vegeta as the body, and maybe we'll make a whole nother video on this. and Gohan as the spirit. He is the heart. He is the soul. He is the pure embodiment of spirit. And what is spirit? Spirit is dream. Spirit is everything. And being able to get in touch with spirit, being able to get in touch with your heart, is basically like creating this funnel when Gohan transforms. So you know, like that snap moment where it goes across the sky and there's like this like basically like he can't see, he's blinded by his rage. This is visualization paired with a deep emotion. And this is like something they talk about in manifestation too. When you're able to manifest a particular outcome, you are going to visualize and put deep amounts of emotion into it. So instead of just like pouring out all this energy into a transformation, you are creating a new funnel. Okay, Gohan just mastered what a funnel should look like. So instead of like pouring all of this energy into a leaky funnel, he created a small funnel that has basically the most pure amount of power and energy possible, so that he can transform like that. Okay, and it's funny because Broly is kind of able to get in touch with this because he is so deeply powerful. And I don't know, I'm going to have to make a whole nother video on Beast Form because it's very simple, but it's also very complex on how he's able to visualize this transformation in like literally create a funnel that is like a snap transformation. It's not like I'm going to power up. It's like it's just going to be a one and done. One and done. I'm going to create the funnel. I'm going to imagine my energy pouring into it, and then it's just I'm going to transform. And you think about, you can do that with your goals. Like if you visualize, like for me, it's like if I'm going to make a reel or make a YouTube video, I'm going to imagine the reel already done, and I'm going to pour energy into it really quickly, and then just open my eyes and it's done. And that's literally what Gohan does with this transformation. He's able to pour all this energy into it where it's like a snap moment. You lose yourself, you surrender to this deep power within, and then you transform. I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know if you would like more of these, because I know so much about this stuff and it is kind of nerdy for me that I could talk about all these transformations in such quick succession. I hope you have a wonderful, gorgeous day as always. Peace.